Hi, it's Amy and Tim from Go With Less. Today we took the car to Lucerne, Switzerland. This is supposed to be a beautiful part of the world, we've heard, and
It is. It's a lovely part of the world. And so we meandered around town and we found the lake. It's Lake Lucerne. And we found a public park and we brought lunch. So we're having a picnic lunch at a lake in Lucerne, Switzerland.
Switzerland is one of the most expensive places on earth, so it was really helpful that we brought our picnic lunch, and we couldn't have found a more beautiful spot. Our friend Louise is doing our filming today, and she's joined us for the day, so we're happy to have her with us. And all of us, it's our first time in Switzerland, so we are looking forward to a fun day. We'll go explore Lucerne a little bit, but for now we're enjoying the nature of Lucerne.
Still here at Lake Lucerne, and it is really hot today, so we're a little bit melting, but making it work.
Actually, it is so much cooler than it was where we came from. So we came here because it's cooler, and indeed it is cooler. That doesn't mean it's not a hot day, it's just crazy hot where we came from. Now, we had considered taking a tour over here, like a little road trip, and it's about just a little over an hour from where we're staying, but there are a lot of toll roads in Switzerland. So we looked on Google Maps to understand what does the toll road look like in terms of time, what does the non-toll road look like, because we want to take the free non-toll road. Well, it made it took from an hour to 2.5 hours. Well, that's not really going to work while we're having pets to watch at home. So an hour, that's great. So I went and looked, and it looked like it was 45 euro per way for the toll. A 1 hour road, 45 euro. And we know that
so 90 euro round trip.
Right, and so we know that the homeowner had some toll tag. We wanted to understand more about this, about the tolls. So I did write to the homeowner. I didn't want her to be like having some bill on her car after we got home, and she told us that she paid for a tag for the car, and it's all included for the entire year. So that's a really wonderful thing that we were able to go and not pay the tolls because it's already paid. More from Lake Lucerne. The natural beauty of Lake Lucerne is just incredible. It does remind me a little bit of Colorado. Beautiful Colorado.
So we came into the co-op grocery store here in Lucerne just to check out the prices of things, and it's a little pricier than back in
like
France.
Like 4 times pricier.
I don't know that it's that much pricier. It is a lot pricier, but 4 times is a stretch. So
we went. It's extremely hot. We're going to say this a lot today. These teeny tiny little, like a little scoop of ice cream that you in the States would be $1 was like $5.50 US.
That was a Ben & Jerry's, not a pint, but like a half pint
but
or
like
something.
It's a single serve.
Yeah.
A single serve. So that's
pricey.
yeah. So we look at like a frozen pizza, $12. We're talking US money. So this is a lot. So we talked about maybe we want to come and do a house sit because it's absolutely beautiful in Switzerland. I think that Switzerland may be off our radar because of the expense. We heard it was expensive. We like to see the grocery store as one great place to kind of suss out how expensive is it. But the answer is mucho expensive.
That's right. So right across the border in
expensive.
France is perfect.
was our short day in Lucerne, Switzerland. It was absolutely beautiful being on the lake, seeing the beautiful town. We would recommend Switzerland, Lucerne, Switzerland, for a one-day sort of a pop-in trip.
Yep, it's a beautiful place from a natural standpoint as well as an architectural standpoint. There's lots here to see. It's just interesting to look at, beautiful to look at.
But what we found is that it wasn't too affordable. So we're budget travelers. If this is your first visit with us, we are budget travelers. And Lucerne, so I'm going to pop a link to an article that I posted on my personal Facebook page a couple, 6 weeks ago or so, that said that Hamilton, Bermuda was the #1 most expensive city on earth, followed by, I think it was Zurich and Basel. We're outside of Basel in a city in France. Coming to France is totally different. It's extremely affordable here. Yep. Just cross over the border. It's a totally different story. P.S. The border is a mile away, so very, very different. But we hear a lot of people speaking German in the grocery stores here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came here to do that sort of like grocery shopping and stuff.
And our day trip to Lucerne was only an hour away, so it seems to us if you were going to visit Switzerland, it makes sense to stay in France, stay on the border, and then make day trips into Switzerland. So
yeah, and so our way that we consider travel is go to cheaper places. We haven't hit the cheaper places so much on this trip. This trip it's been about seeing places we haven't seen before. We haven't been to Germany and Austria. These are expensive places. So we talk about go to a cheap place. We didn't really do that this time. We found cheap ways to do these places, but we didn't go to inherently cheap places. Switzerland doesn't seem like it has inherent cheapness. Maybe it does, but the fact that it's rated as like the most expensive cities in the world certainly doesn't help. And our experience in the grocery store certainly doesn't help. We popped over to a gelateria just to see like how much does this cost. We want ice cream. It's extremely hot. It was like $5.50 for just a regular little scoop of ice cream. That's probably the most expensive ice cream we've seen like anywhere. We're not talking artisan specialty flavor ice cream. We're talking like regular ice cream. So Switzerland, as beautiful it is probably not a place that's on our radar because of the high cost.
Yep, completely agree.
Yeah. Now we're gonna wrap it up with a request that you like the video, to subscribe below if you haven't yet. Please comment. We love comments. We love nice comments, and we reply to every single one of those. And we would love if you shared this. So if you know anybody who's considering a trip to Switzerland, unless they've just won the lottery, maybe steer them somewhere else. Alsace, France is one of the most beautiful places we've ever seen. The south of France looks a little bit like Lake Lucerne with the beautiful boats and all of that, and that's less expensive. So there's other places to go, as gorgeous as it is. So we're not dissing on Switzerland. It's just, whoa, expensive.
Very.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.